Marvin Clark was an ordinary man, living an ordinary life in a small town. He had a wife, 2 kids, and a steady job at the local factory. He was content with his life, but there was always a nagging feeling in the back of his mind that something was missing. One day Marvin didn't show up for work. His co-workers were worried, but assumed he had called in sick. But when he didn't show up the next day, or the day after that, people started to get concerned. His wife called the police, and they began to investigate. At first, there were no leads. Marvin's car was found parked in the same spot he always parked it, but there was no sign of him. His phone was turned off, and he hadn't used his credit cards or bank account since he disappeared. As the days turned into weeks, the investigation grew more and more desperate. There were no clues, no witnesses, no evidence. The town was on edge, wondering what could have happened to Marvin. Then a breakthrough. A witness came forward saying they had seen Marvin getting into a car with a stranger on the day he disappeared. The police tracked down the car and the driver, a man with a criminal record. He claimed he had given Marvin a ride, but he didn't know anything else. But then, the driver's girlfriend came forward. She had overheard a conversation between the driver and his friends, in which they talked about kidnapping Marvin for ransom. They had demanded a large sum of money from Marvin's family, but they hadn't received any response. The police were able to use this information to track down the kidnappers and rescue Marvin. He was traumatized but unharmed, and reunited with his family. In the aftermath of the ordeal, Marvin was never the same. He quit his job and moved his family to a different town where he could start over. But he never forgot what had happened to him, and the experience changed him forever. He became more cautious, more suspicious, and less trusting of the world around him. The disappearance of Marvin Clark was a cautionary tale for the town, a reminder that danger could be lurking just around the corner.